The Department of Justice has caused anger and shock for the families of those killed during the Santa Fe High School mass shooting. The families of those killed and wounded in May of 2018 have long asked for an independent investigation of what led up to the shooting and into the police response.
They turned to the DOJ for help and say the response that they received was, quote, disrespectful and an embarrassment. KPRC2 investigator Robert Arnold has covered every development in the 6 years following that mass shooting and joins us live from the newsroom with what happened here. Robert.
We have seen independent investigations and reviews following a lot of mass shootings, but not after Santa Fe High School. What these families asked the DOJ to do is the same thing it did after the mass shooting at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando and after the mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, an independent review to learn what can be done better. What they got from the DOJ was a letter that many consider to be a form letter that doesn't even mention Santa Fe and isn't even signed by an actual human being.
I found it disrespectful and demeaning.
When I read that, I was like, what?
It's like the shooting, everybody's forgot, nobody cares. It's never mentioned. So they just want us to shut up and go away.
Quite frankly, 6 years is long enough for these people to be suffering without any answers.
Retired Secret Service agent Mike Matranga, now a school security expert, worked with the families of Santa Fe victims to ask the U.S. Department of Justice to help provide answers.
Not into the criminal actions of the individual, but into the actions of those responsible for keeping the staff and the children safe.
Matranga crafted a lengthy letter to the DOJ outlining concerns about whether warning signs were missed, school policies followed, and questions about the police response to the mass shooting. 3 Texas state lawmakers and Congressman Randy Weber also sent letters supporting the request.
If you look at all of these events that have happened, Michigan, Uvalde, Parkland, they've all had their own third-party investigations, except Santa Fe. Why? We want to know why.
What Matranga got back was this letter from the DOJ that mentions Columbine, not Santa Fe. The letter states if he thinks a crime's been committed, call the FBI. It's not even signed by a person, just correspondence management staff.
We're not requesting a third-party investigation into Columbine. We're requesting a third-party investigation into the May 18th, 2018 shooting of Santa Fe.
What an embarrassment. Are they going to apologize to us? Are we going to get some kind of apology?
Rosie Stone lost her son Chris during the mass shooting. Flo Rice was critically wounded. Stone, Rice, and her husband Scott worked with Matranga on crafting the request.
There are lessons learned that we can help the next school, the next first responders learn from this. So I believe there should be a DOJ investigation for every mass school shooting because our children deserve this.
While the DOJ's response hurts, all say they are now more determined than ever to get answers.
Give us a little bit more respect. That's what I'm asking for. Our children deserve that, and our teachers deserve that.
The Department of Justice is going to give us the respect that we deserve, or myself and some of these victims' families will be walking into Merrick Garland's office ourselves, and we will wait there until we get answers.
We asked DOJ officials to explain that letter, but we have not gotten a response. We did hear from Congressman Weber, who supports that call for an independent investigation. Did the inept bureaucrats who addressed this inquiry even understand the gravity of the event they were supposed to comment on? Heads must roll at the DOJ, and the Office of Administration must issue a formal apology without delay, Weber wrote in that statement to KPRC2. We will let you know when we hear back from the DOJ. Live in the newsroom, Robert Arnold, KPRC2 News.